Reception opening hours, Monday to Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, and legal holidays, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. These rods are not the only thing fishy around here. So many rooms, so few guests.
This leads to the rooms.
I wonder what tomorrow's menu will bring.
The traces lead outside. Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar, I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tannhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks.
Hello? Anybody there?
What was that? Time waits for no man, not even in Truberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops. Danger. High voltage. I wonder what that is. Locked.
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this. Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination. It's glowing red. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff?
There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Vertebrate. Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though.
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful! The table is wobbling terribly. This table! It has a wobble! Everything's going down the drain around here.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Good morning.
Excuse me.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Small ads, postings, announcements.
They're holding a
Exciting. The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. This cat again. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. The next city is like 1,000. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. There's a regular bus on Saturdays. Every other week. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acer platanus, the sycamore maple.
Its heydays are over. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour. Truberbrook, County of Broken Landa, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. I wonder what that is. Locked. She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off. Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called Millennium Cooperative or a very dubious...
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Trude, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
Please ring bell. We only... Hey. She's almost in a trance. She seems very focused. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Omega-3 is a fatty acid.
Come on, that's applesauce.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
Sorry, I'm just an ordinary space pilot.
Oh, okay. Don't be sad. Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Is that a maggot?
It's having a good time. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. There's something funny about that clock.
This can must have fallen off the table.
Now where would this lead to? Locked.